Today, we've got 40-year-old women realizing that men just don't see them the same anymore on the dating market. And I wonder why. Let's check it out.
You know what's more trifling than a man? His friends. Yeah.
Dating in your 40s. I'm keen to hear about people's experiences, good, bad, ugly, somewhere in between.
I was single and celibate for 10 years, and I recently started dating again at the end of last year, October 2025. I honestly just wish that I would have stayed single and celibate because what the fuck.
This is what I believe dating at 46 in 2026 is like. It's a group of people all saying they really like each other, but that they're going to look for something better over and over again. Has anyone else experienced this, or is it just me?
What happened to real men?
Real men? I would actually find it hard to believe that a lot of women out there actually know what constitutes a real man.
I know, especially the ones who vote blue.
Attractive providers, protectors.
See what I mean?
These men are more emotional than we are nowadays.
But isn't that what a lot of women actually wanted?
I know, didn't you guys all get mad at us for being so closed off and quiet and not sharing and bottling everything up? And then, yeah, when we decide to talk about our emotions, all of a sudden, oh, they're too emotional now.
Men that are very in touch with their emotions.
They don't know how to cook, clean, manage finances, DIY. They have zero life skills.
She sounds like she's describing a lot of women that I know.
If I didn't know any better, I would actually say that they were actually talking about a lot of women out there as well, but go on.
They get
Great
into
minds think
relationships
alike.
because they want us to be the caretakers, not partners. It's a bunch of boys with mommy issues that have no life skills.
I think the main problem here is a lot of these women are dating the types of men that they should be avoiding.
And it's
Perhaps.
like, it's almost like you're fighting with yourself. Like, we all might as well be lesbians at this point, and I know it's not all men, but it's a lot of fucking men.
No.
If you're ending up with problematic men and you really aren't the problem, then you do need to reevaluate the type of people that you're into. But also, if it keeps happening over and over and over again, then perhaps you are the problem.
Ironically, though, those real men that so many women want to date are either happily in a relationship or simply not interested in dating because they've seen what's available out there in the dating pool.
The real men are around, but a lot of them are not available to these women anymore. That is the part many older women do not want to accept. The attractive providers and protectors did not disappear. Many of them got married. Many of them built families.
Yeah, this is true. Like, at that age, most of the good men are taken by a good woman that they found when they were younger. So if you are a divorced woman or you were a boss babe and you waited till your 40s to start dating again, then you're probably going to have some trouble because you're going to be finding the, the dregs of men or the ones who are not interested in 40-year-old women.
Many of them learned from bad relationships and decided the modern dating pool is not worth their peace. So when a woman reaches a certain age and starts asking where the real men are, the answer is uncomfortable. A lot of them were available earlier. A lot of them were ignored earlier. A lot of them were friend-zoned, used, disrespected, or passed over while women chased excitement. Now the women come back to the dating market, and what is left often feels frustrating. Men with baggage, men who are not serious, men who are damaged from divorce, men who are playing games. And instead of asking how the market became this way, they project it onto all men. But timing matters. Choices matter. Waiting until later and expecting the best men to still be standing there waiting is not realistic.
Y'all, this trying to find your person in this day and age we're living in, it's rough, man. I don't know about y'all, but I'm having some really bad luck. And I don't think that I'm asking for too much, but I just want mentally stable.
Now, before she gets into a whole bunch of stuff, I will say that for everyone, dating is hard these days, for men and for women. It goes both ways here. So, and I've heard it from a lot of male and female acquaintances. They just are having trouble dating, even at a younger age, like 30 and below. They're still just having trouble finding good, real people who aren't just messing around or who aren't creeps or crazy or whatever. It's just it's tough out there. But let's see what she embarrasses herself with.
I want self-sufficient. You know, it's great if you have a job and your own place and pay your own bills Damn. I didn't realize it was going to be this hard. Maybe I should have just stayed on my single track because, yeah, this shit ain't it. Like, I love to cuddle, but I hate clinginess. I don't do insecurity. I don't do jealousy. I don't deal with any of that shit. As long as you're into me and I'm into you, that's what matters. If you fall.
So, you sound like you're a distant person in a relationship. Like you like to cuddle, but on your own terms. So, was that like once a week, and the rest of the time the man's just getting like rejected when they try to for intimacy?
Out with me and maybe I'm not what you want, then I hope you go find it elsewhere. You know, like, don't string me along. Don't be telling me good morning, beautiful, and then tell another girl the same thing. Like, that shit's not cool. So I've only talked to 3 people in the last 2 years, and the first guy was catfishing me. The second one was very mentally unstable, insecure, paranoid. If I went like...
Wait, so why only 3 people? You've had 2 years to meet people on the dozens of dating apps that were available already in 2025. You've only talked to 3 people, and you're just assuming that the whole market is dead because you talked to a catfish and a crazy guy. What's your
30 minutes without replying to a text. He was freaking out.
Guys, I don't know why, but this task is becoming very tedious for me. All I'm asking for is to find a really genuine and nice, kind, available single man that has beautiful arms, preferably some tattoos.
It sounds like you should go back in time like 20 years, take some of these wrinkles off your face, find a man 20 years ago closer to your age, and you'll find one that you're looking for, probably.
A firefighter or a cop would be a huge bonus. Other than that, as long as he, worships the ground that I walk on, I'm not quite understanding why this is
the whole point of this channel, and yet some of you do not realize
becoming so difficult. So yeah.
Social media and online dating, how particularly horrible it is for all of us, as we all know and experience. But in fact, it is particularly bad for men. If you have 50 men on Tinder and 50 women on Tinder, 46 of the women will give all of their attention to 4 men. On Tinder,
that honestly was how it felt back in the day when I actually used to be on dating apps, is that it was like no one was paying attention to certain profiles. They would just swipe by like some decent guys and just go for the ones who were like the 6-pack abs and all that.
A man of average attractiveness has to swipe 200 times to get 1 swipe back for coffee. And if the coffee date happens, 4 out of 5 of those said coffees will ghost him. For the first time in 275 years, a man or woman at the age of 30 is not doing as well as their parents were at 30. This is particularly for young men. Women overall, though, are progressing much faster than they have previously in society. Men are falling short of that. And if your instinct reaction is to say, well, they had the head start and the system was built by them, that is true. Except when I begin to think about my brothers or my future sons. And the reality, the current situation is men are not doing well. And who wants economically and emotionally viable men the most? Women.
The numbers explain why a lot of men are checking out. On dating apps, average men are invisible. A small group of men gets most of the attention, while regular men swipe hundreds of times just to get ignored, ghosted, or treated like backup options. That changes how men think. If a man is invisible online, rejected in public, and told his approach might be creepy, what incentive does he have to keep trying? This is also why social media has distorted dating. A woman who is average can receive attention from men far above her level online, and that attention can convince her she is more desirable than she actually is in the community.
we guys need to stop simping in the comment sections online for people, for these girls who are even not attractive, because you're all just so desperate to slide in. You can't seem to like keep it under control, and you guys are making this problem worse.
Commitment market. Then the men on her level become invisible. She does not see them. She does not value them. She waits for men who have endless options. Then those same women ask why good men are not approaching anymore. A lot of those men approached, got ignored, got rejected, got ghosted, or realized the game was not worth it. Men are not leaving dating because everything is easy. They are leaving because the math is brutal.
You know what's more trifling than a man? His friends. Yeah, it is, you guys. Because here's the thing.
He be
If
trifling.
my friend posted a picture with her man, her boyfriend, her husband, whoever the hell he is, I don't even like the story if it's a picture of them two together. That's how serious I'm more serious than a heart attack when I say that man becomes invisible the second that one of my friends is interested in them. That being said, tell me why a man took me out the other night, 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks later, his friend that he introduced me to messaged me on Instagram. Hey, it was so nice meeting you. It was so nice meeting you the other night. The other night? That was 2 weeks. How do you even know what my Instagram is?
Men are so stupid. They think being spoiled.
I mean, guys, you should not be hitting up a girl your homie went out with like 2 weeks later, unless they told you, oh yeah, like, she's a good lay, I'm all done, you can have her now, but then you're just a simp because you want sloppy seconds.
It's all about luxury gifts, flowers, grand gestures. No, it is not. Being spoiled and spoiling your woman is showing up every single day as the best version of yourself, actually walking as the best man that you can be, protecting, providing, because that's the man that you were made on this world for, increasing your net worth, your skills, ability to make more money, serve your family, to serve God in any way, shape, or form of protecting your community, protecting children and all of the women of this world. But nowadays, the masculine men want flowers. They want the grand gestures for themselves.
Whoa. What masculine men are asking to get flowers delivered? Not anyone that I know.
Want us to praise them for doing the bare minimum. You can't even text a girl back. You can barely get a girl a flower. Barely even help her pay her bills while she's out here grinding, working on herself.
Whoa. Why does he gotta pay your bills while you're out there grinding to make it to pay your own bills? Because who's paying the man's bills when he was out there grinding? Probably the man. So pay your own bills, bitch.
And doing all the things that you can do, but being hot while doing it. And you can't stand the fact that other men out here can see her worth and give her more than you. Don't be surprised if she leaves you for another man. And don't be surprised if she switches up on you today. Today she deserves to be filled with love and hope and gratitude for that she's able to give life and give you a family, a baby. And you're
What's sad is these bitches who give these whole speeches online about how, women deserve all of this treatment have so many men in the comments simping hard, being like, baby, I'll give you everything, you're so beautiful, oh my god, because like men keep pumping these pussies up on the pedestal, and you guys have stopped doing that. You're giving these girls power to keep making these dumb posts and thinking they're right because you're also desperate for them to DM you that you're willing to just agree with a bunch of BS. Like this, she's crazy. She's very, very attractive, but no.
You're out here complaining. You'll only do it or give her flowers, spoil her if she does this and that, A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
Yeah,
all these
it has to be worth our time.
men that think like this and have this mentality. That's why they'll be forever alone. Love you guys. Bye.
I would be willing to bet that she is forever alone, outside of just getting pumped and dumped like a month later.
I need to crash out for a minute here. Okay, look, I'm not looking my best. I think my hair looks a little greasy. I just came from my son's playoff travel baseball game. I decided afterwards, because it's not my weekend, that I'm just gonna go grab a bite to eat. I don't want to go sit at home by myself again. That felt depressing, and I'm just gonna sit at a bar and have dinner. And
well, guessing you divorced a good man.
who knows? Maybe I'll meet someone. No. First of all, there was The bar was at 0. There was no one even there. And then finally, towards the end, a somewhat decent, like, attractive man comes in. He sits right next to me, looks at me. I could tell, I could feel the vibe that he was, like, interested, but he didn't say one word. He didn't say one word. At the entire time, I sat there.
Well, he might have been scared to be accused of being creepy or something. Maybe he did think you were attractive, because at this angle, for 40, you don't look half bad. But he was probably just too scared, and of course, you all think it's the man's job to say everything and approach you when you guys have made it impossible for us to do that.
I was like, kind of, angling my body in that direction, like, hey, I'm interested. If you want to talk to me, I'll talk to you. I, was playing with my hair a little bit, like not too much, but just a little bit, a little flirty. I even had a hat, putting on my hat just in case I looked too greasy. Anyway, the point is, people say, oh, why do you go on dating apps? You can just meet someone in real life. Can you? Can you, though? Can you actually meet someone in real life?
I mean, even prior to dating apps, it was pretty difficult to like meet a person that you would actually be interested in having like a long-term relationship with at like a bar or anything. If you're going to a bar, you're just trying to get laid. But even that is getting harder and harder these days, especially with dating apps.
Because you know what? I'm going to say it. Men in real life are pussies.
Ooh.
I said what I
And
said.
you just posted that online for a bunch of men in your comments or who are watching to hear, and you've just made yourself undateable. Okay.
I don't know. The situation, it feels a little hopeless. Like, I'm angling my body towards you. I don't have a ring on. It's a Sunday night. I'm sitting at a bar by myself. I'm flirting with you without saying anything. I can't quite make eye contact because you're next to me.
They want us to be mind readers, I swear to God. Like, just because you're playing with your hair and being weird doesn't mean we assume you're flirting with us.
Did I do something wrong? Let me know.